Good evening, everyone. So you get 2 videos in one today. But admitting when you're wrong is what I want to speak on. And so my son has a job interview today. I pray he gets the job. Anyway, I forgot, and I was supposed to be the one taking him to his job interview. And I'm just out here working like everything is okay. And so he's blowing up my phone, and I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. Because I'm letting a writer look at one of my videos. And so anyway, he called again, and so she felt like it was important for me to answer the phone, and I thanked her for that. And so I answered the phone, and he's like, Mom, are you gonna take me? Baby, mommy has dropped the ball. I am so very apologetic to you. I'm definitely in the wrong at this moment. Cleaning out my closet, I still need to prioritize. So I'm working and I'm getting it. And it was not good to drop the ball on my baby today when this can possibly be his first real job. He has one that he works on Saturdays, but he wants, he's trying to find himself, find his way, and I'm super proud of him. I'm super proud of all of my boys, all of my men, young men, because they do work. They have a great work ethic. And so that's a great thing. But his mom dropped the ball. So it just made me want to come on and talk about, are you able to admit when you're right or wrong? For the most part, I think I already told y'all, I like to be right. However, when I am wrong, and I do realize that I am wrong, I do apologize for my wrongs. How many people can say they truly and honestly do that? Excuse me, I'm on a terrible road right now, so it's bouncing me back and forth. How many people can truly acknowledge when they're wrong and openly speak about it? That is the question that you need to ask oneself. So again, I have to keep restating. It was the word that I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. When you're wrong, you're wrong, and just admit it. And sometimes it might take a moment to realize that you were wrong. Even when you feel like you're so right, if there's something that you said that bothered someone, disturbed their peace, apologize. Apologize sincerely, because you offended someone, and that was not a good thing. I have to turn my GPS off now. I know where I am. Excuse me. And so, yes, and I have to thank my son for the topic for this video, because a lot of people need to know that it is so many people out here that plays victim to things and will never stop to say, okay, guess what? I am in the wrong. I was in the wrong. I wronged someone. That comes with growth and maturity. It also comes with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from God to admit your flaws. But we all get those at different times when we're growing. When we're growing and we're seeking God, we will definitely get a discernment to admit your flaws. And so I really think that it's important that we acknowledge that, because again, in my dark place, I wasn't wrong. And so my judgment was cloudy. It was clouded severely with hurts, with a dark place. And so I'm just grateful and thankful to be out of that place. I'm grateful and thankful to be able to smile like myself again, as my grandmother would say, as my mama would say. But yeah, I'm super, super proud to be me today. I am just loving it. I'm loving the skin that I'm in. But back to the topic at hand. I really want people to comment on this and share, and because I just want to know, what do you do when you're wrong? How do you let people know that you're wrong? Do you start speaking with them or smoothing things over? Or do you give an apology, or they should just know that you're sorry, excuse my face, but they should just know that you apologized because now you want to talk again? I don't know if that's the correct way to do things, but just because that's the way I feel doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way others feel. But I just feel like if you wrong someone, if someone feel like you wronged them, you have to stop and acknowledge that you wronged them sincerely. You have to, in my opinion, admit your wrongs. So I feel like you are a greater person, you're a better person, you're true to yourself when you can admit your flaws. And I believe that part of admitting your flaws is accepting when you're wrong, is trying to see other people's point of view. One thing that I do know is the deliverance of everything is so important. But however, some people don't know how to deliver things, period. And so when you don't know how to deliver things, you have to accept the way people say things. Well, when they don't know how to deliver things, excuse me. You have to accept how they deliver what they're trying to say. And then you have to pray and ask God to work on their delivery instead of being mad and in your feelings, which doesn't help the situation at hand either. And so I think that's the most important part about the whole situation, is praying for someone. Even when you have to distance yourself, still pray for them. Pray for their healing. Pray for their guidance. Pray for their angel to sit on their right side and give them knowledge, strength, and understanding. Clarity. Those are the things that you do for people that you care about and you love deeply. You pray for them. You pray for their change. But most importantly, if you are the light, you change. In any relationship, a marriage, a domestic partnership, a committed relationship, a family ship, a friendship, it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is, you may be the light. And when you pray, it changes things. You just have to know what you're praying for. You have to pray correctly. And when I say correctly, I don't mean, you gotta excuse me, I'm beside a big old four-wheeler right now. But when I say pray correctly, I don't mean like you have to have this type of prayer where it's so, I want to say biblical, but that may not be the right word. But do you know, you talk to God just like you talk to the next person. God is receptive to how you speak to him, because he knows you, he knows your heart, he knows who you are. So there is not one person that can say, well, I don't know how to pray because I don't know how to talk to God. And there's several people that feels that way. However, by the way, let me pause in the middle of my video, or I've been getting so wrapped into it. The music that you hear in the background, I do not own the rights to it. This is not my music, and it's playing in the background. My apologies for not saying that in the beginning. But anywho, a lot of people don't know how to pray. And at one time, I did not know how to pray. I thought there was a way that you had to reach God, and that he couldn't hear me because I didn't know how to pray. I had that conversation with my sister as well, and so we were thinking along the same lines. But most importantly, prayer is powerful. And so when you pray for other people and they really want change, you would be amazed at what God will do, at the deliverance that you will see. And so pray for people that's lost, that need guidance. And forgive people because you want to be forgiven. And understand, just because you forgive people don't mean that you have to deal with them and be friends with them. And no, you just forgive people for your soul and your salvation. You let go and you let God. And if that means you just speak cordially and keep it moving, then that's what you do. But you have to forgive everyone and truly, truly let go and let God, so that you're able to prosper in life, so that you're able to feel better. And those are the things that helps people out. I'm one that I will let you push over me, push over me, push over me, push over me, push over me. And then when I'm tired, oh my goodness, it is like pulling teeth to woo me back in, because I let you burn yourself. But my friend today told me that there has to be a balance. Like, you can't just give, and then, okay, bam, I'm done. You have to be able to balance out giving and putting people in their place. And so I need to learn that, because I won't put you in your place, not unless we're like really close, and then I may say, well, such and such and such. And sometimes I'm gonna say it bluntly, depending on whom you are. But I will let you go, and I will forgive you, and I will understand, and I will try to fix things, even when I'm not in the wrong. And then when I'm tired, it's a wrap. I don't want to hear anything you have to say, because you hung yourself with me. And so I'm going to work on balance. I'm going to work on expressing myself calmly, not getting worked up, so that people can understand me and take me seriously. That's what I'm going to do for myself. Oh, I feel like such a bad mom right now, because I'm pulling up to where my son has the job interview at, and I don't know if he's here yet. I just feel terrible, but I love my bonus son, because he went and got him in 2.5 seconds just off of me calling and asking. He instantly jumped in his vehicle and went and got him. And I'm so grateful for that. But yeah, so that was that. I just wanted to give you all a little quick moment, or bless you with my face, with my presence on admitting your wrongs, acknowledging when you're wrong, even when you feel like everyone is going to be mad at you, acknowledge when you're wrong. And I'm just thankful and grateful that God gave me the ability to do so. There is not one person, I believe, on this earth that can truly say, I have not acknowledged my faults, because you'll be telling the story. And so that's very important to me, honestly. And a lot of people try to slander my name, and it's okay, because if you know me, like my wife says, to know me is to know me. So if you know me, then you know that I acknowledge when I'm wrong. And when I'm telling a story about something that happened, I definitely don't lie about it. And sometimes I may not see your point of view, but once I see your point of view, I definitely acknowledge that as well. And I'm just thankful that's something that God has blessed me with, because for myself, I feel like that's a blessing to be able to admit when you're wrong. And sometimes you don't see when you're wrong, but once you do see it, you have to admit it. And so with that being said, I just want to say again, I love you guys. It's the weekend. Be safe. Talk to you later. Mwah.